Hey, this is Johnny Key, Commissioner for the Department of Education, and I'm excited to bring you Fill You In Friday. Obviously, I'm not Gina Wendell, but she is out getting some great learning for some things that are coming up in the department in the coming months. So I'm filling in for Gina on Fill You In Friday. I'm going to talk to you about some of the important things that are happening or have happened and getting ready to happen at the department. But the first thing I want to tell you about is we had a great night last night. In case you missed the broadcast, we were on AETN, we being myself, our Teacher of the Year, Courtney Cochran, Dr. Brian Duffy, Superintendent from the Jacksonville North Pulaski School District, and Dr. Jeremy Owa, our Assistant Commissioner for Educator Effectiveness, and our host, Steve Barnes. And we talked about the Every Student Succeeds Act, changes that are coming in education in Arkansas because of ESSA, because of our state plan that was developed by teachers with input from teachers, input from stakeholders around the state. We're really excited about that. And if you want to see the entire broadcast, you can go to the link in the comments and catch up on some of the conversation that we had last night. But it was a great event. I'm very proud of the team that joined me, and I hope you will enjoy that. Coming up next week, I'm really excited about the announcement next week for our next cohort of our PLC pilot schools. So we're going into year 2 of our PLC pilot, where we are partnering with Solution Tree, and the next group of schools will be announced next week. And then in the 18-19 school year, our year 1 schools will continue into year 2. So what are some of the things that come about by being a part of that pilot? Well, you're going to get 50 days. These schools will get 50 days of coaching from a Solution Tree associate. These are people who have done this work. They have proven to be effective in this work in PLCs at a school, and they're coming in to share their expertise with us in the state of Arkansas. So stay tuned for that announcement to see which schools will come in and be our year 2 cohort. If you want to know more about our Professional Learning Communities project, there's a link to the webpage in the comments. Watch the video. I think you'll be very impressed with that, and be very excited about those schools that are coming into year 2. So finally, I want to give a shout out to the folks at Russellville School District. Dr. Pfeffer and Suzanne Davidson and I traveled to Russellville earlier this week, and we went to see what they are doing with their food service program. Food service is a critical component of meeting the needs of students, and we're going around the state to see how different districts are managing and how they are taking care of those needs. We're very impressed with what Russellville is doing. They are teamed with Aramark as their food service management company, and that partnership has really helped that district move their food service to something that is a model for other districts around the state. Some of the things that they do, well, obviously their food quality and the choices that we saw that they're providing their students is fantastic. We saw kindergartners cleaning their plate. How many times do you see that? We saw junior high kids who were getting a good, healthy meal, plenty of food, all presented in a great fashion, a very comfortable setting, a very educational support setting for those students. But it wasn't just the students. They are doing special things for their teachers. One of the ideas they talked about that they've started this year is room service. Some teachers at the high school are pretty far away from the cafeteria, so to meet the challenge and make sure those teachers are served, they decided to come up with a room service option where the teacher can order what they want for lunch and it will be delivered to them. That's pretty innovative. They also have teacher bars where they provide a special bar of food for their teachers, and what we saw that day was some fantastic baked potatoes with all the fixings, tremendous salad bar. It was not your typical school lunch. We're really proud of the work they're doing. Here's something else they do. They work directly with their parents. That in their food service program, they reach out to the parents after hours and say, hey, we're going to have a cooking class for you. We want to show you how to, for a family of 4, how you can feed a healthy meal to a family of 4 for $5 or less. Wow, that's pretty impressive. So great job to Dr. Gocher, great job to your food service team, your child nutrition team, great job on your partnership with Aramark. We hope that others will look to see how they could do a better job and meeting the needs of their students, meeting the needs of their teachers through that important method of food service. So, last thing, we're still in the testing window for ACT Aspire. Many of you have finished your testing. Some of you are in the middle of it. Some of you haven't started yet. But if you are an educator, or if you know an educator, especially if you know an educator, pat them on the back. This is a big time for them. Give them some encouragement. If you know a student and they're getting ready to test, give them some encouragement too. Help them to do their best. Give them encouragement, support them, give them a pat on the back, tell them how proud you are of them. I'm proud of you, for you educators around the state, for the work y'all are doing every day. We are truly on the path to transforming Arkansas, to lead the nation in student-focused education, and it's because you come every day ready to meet the needs of your kids, and I appreciate that very much. Until next Friday, I'm Johnny Key, Commissioner. Gina should be back next week, and we hope you have a great week moving forward.